My ex cheated on me with her cousin. Yeah, I know. So what I did is I pulled the hair off and I decided to treat myself to a brand new Shark Stratos. And I thought, what better way to test my new vacuum out with some of her old hair. We're going to find out which machine out of the Dyson Ball Animal and the Shark Stratos copes better with long hair. I'm also going to be testing the mini turbine heads. So the Shark Stratos one with anti-hair wrap and the Dyson tangle-free turbine head. Shout out to my ex for the hair. Okay, time for a vacuum battle. Shark versus Dyson. Now, on the carpet, I made sure it's a white carpet, by the way, so you can really see the results. I've done the exact same setup right over here. Scattered hair and the long piece of hair, which is exactly the same length of hair all the way around. And the other section is the exact same setup. So what I'm going to do is test the Dyson first, then the Shark, with the main cleaner heads. Yeah, so the main part that touches the floor. And then I'm going to repeat the test again with the exact same setup, but using only the mini turbo brushes to see which one's better. Okay, so the Dyson did a pretty good job at cleaning the hair off the carpet, but as you can see, the hair is still wrapped around the brush bar. Now it has these hair removal vanes, which is basically a red comb to basically comb the hair off the brush bar or scrape it off even. So despite that, you can clearly see, even though I ran it for a good while, there's still hair wrapped around the brush bar, but that's not to say that the hair won't eventually clean off. Okay, now to test out the Dyson Tangle Free head. Now, if you're wondering why there's this packaging left on the tool itself, that's because basically I find it works better with it, because without it, this is meant to be a spring-loaded pivoting part for the sole plate, and I find that the more it gets compressed, the slower the brush spin because of the weak suction the Dyson has. So that's why I left it on. Okay, so that did a really good job. I think it's because I didn't exaggerate the test this time, unlike my previous test with the same tool. But now it seemed to work flawlessly. So yeah, this tool has done a really good job. Time for the Shark now. Let's see how well it does. That can't be hair. It's got anti-hair wrap plus technology. Well, that was rubbish. Let's take a look underneath. So, anti-hair wrap plus. Okay, fair enough. There's no hair wrapped around the actual roller itself, but the brush bar, yeah, that's wrapped its hair around. Do you know what I don't like about these Sharks? Yeah, these brush bars are not even designed to be removed, so you can't easily clean them out. Yeah, so I've done this test with the Dyson before, and it passed with flying colours. But because I exaggerated the test a bit more, I think, or it might even be because it's a thick carpet, I don't know, but it suddenly wrapped in hair, whereas it didn't last time. But the Shark, however, yeah, that did not do any anti-hair wrap plus technology at all. Well, it's got the technology, but it didn't show it. Time to test out the anti-hair wrap plus mini turbo brush. To be honest, I went slow with the Dyson, and that's why I did well, because in the previous time I did it with the Dyson's version of this tool. It did fail, so I'm going to pull this out and try it again. Okay, so obviously I went slower and it's still tangled. Even though there's no bristles on this thing, it's just a bunch of rubber blades. Okay, there's a bit of hair now. Let's see if it anti-hair wraps. Not at all. I don't like this anymore. This Hoover is ridiculous. I don't like this Shark Stratos at all. This thing is so overrated.